Before I get started, I just want to say that I hope everybody's had an amazing week. Today's Friday, and my replays. I have my YouTube right there, uh, and 2 viewers that didn't log in. I like that. Um, my YouTube channel's right there where we post the replays. I have an email. You can email me at jkalot@outlook.com. And my replays are on YouTube. Welcome in, Alex. Welcome in. If you don't know, Alex is part of our agency.
I know.
So today's episode is motivation versus discipline, and I'm not talking about just for exercise. I'm talking about for everyday, just goals in life. Hey, Susie. Motivation versus discipline, they're not the same. Y'all got stuck in the snow this morning? Yes, I slept pretty good. We actually slept in late today, Alex, for the first time in a while. So yeah, it actually felt good to sleep in. Good morning, Susie. Thank you for being here. So motivation versus discipline. It's not the same. You could have, motivation is feeling that drives people, and it's not the same as discipline. You could have all the motivation in the world to do things, to work towards your goals, but without discipline, you're not going to get there. Am I motivated to get in shape, to stay healthy? Yes. But am I 100% dialed in? No, I am not. But I know what my capabilities is. I am disciplined enough to know that I can take time when my body says to, when it comes to working out. I can take the time to control how I feel, to listen to my body. Some people, they when they get disciplined, they are dialed in 100%. They are dialed in 100% to their discipline, and it's like okay, they don't take the time to listen to their body or take the time to listen to what is going on with themselves, because a few years after my weight loss surgery, I was in the living room and I got up. Good morning, Lakes Lexid. All right, Alex, I appreciate you. I had some pain in the side of my, on my side, and I usually don't go to ER when I have a small pain, but I had nausea associated with it. So Kay was like, you should go to the ER or doctor or whatever. So I went, found out I had small gallstones. So the discipline to work out had to slow down a little bit, or the discipline to do stuff had to slow down a little bit, because I can further hurt myself. I have motivation to do this podcast. During the holidays, yes, I took some time off because of the holidays. But now it's a new year. I am going to try to be as disciplined as possible, because my goal is to help people, to reach people, to help uplift people, and a lot of my friends that follow me know that's what I want to do. I want to help encourage people. I want to help uplift people to motivate them and help them find that discipline. I am working on trying to discipline myself to wake up no later than 3:30 every day of the week. So far, not so good because of the cold weather, and I like to hibernate like a bear when it's cold, but I still got to get up and go to the gym. I see these people out there, Mr. No Days Off, or Mrs. No Days Off, and some of them, they talk about the gym 7 days a week, but then other ones talk about they do their workouts, and then 2 days a week they still do something like walk or jog, things like that. And it's okay if you want to go hard and discipline yourself to do things But also, you got to step back and pay attention to, are you destroying yourself internally or mentally or physically? Because in the end, you have to be healthy mentally and physically to help other people. And when I say this, I mean it, because if you want to help others, you gotta be in yourself also. Yes, I am not the greatest person for when it comes to stuff like that, but I try to. I don't always. I have a friend of ours that always sometimes he'll remind me to listen to my own quotes. Um, he'll say, Jr. Listen to your own words. And I had to step back and I had to reflect on that, because, for him to tell me that, it's like, okay, dude, maybe I should take into an account what I'm trying to do. Maybe I should listen to it myself. Because how can I help others if I'm not helping myself at the same time? Because I have friends that tell me, oh, I can't do this. They use, like, I was talking to somebody in their live the other day, and they said they would use their anxiety as an excuse. Hello, Lena, welcome in. They would use their anxiety as an excuse to not go to the gym. Yes, Susie, I'm that. I'm getting better at that, though. You agree with that? That definitely good at giving advice, but not taking my own advice. They got a lot of people I know that'll say the same thing about themselves. I'm working on that, though. Y'all have to bear with me. Back to my story. She said that she would use the anxiety as an excuse not to go to the gym. I get it. I get finding excuses not to do things. I've been there and I've done that. So, and thank you, Lena, for the heart me. I appreciate you. And the team bracelet. Appreciate you for that. And motivation is an informal state that drives us to act towards goals, but discipline is the ability to keep working when things get difficult. Exactly. Now, like I said, am I 100% dialed in to my gym routine? No. But I have to listen to my body, because my body's going to tell me, like, what I'm going to be able to do. Today, I missed the gym. It's cold. It's rainy. My internal body said, hey, stop, take a rest day, relax, and get back on that horse tomorrow. And it's okay to do that. As long as it doesn't turn into the next day, the next day, the next day, you keep telling yourself, no, I'm not going to do it. And that brings back to where it's hard to get back on the horse. It takes 21 days to break or make a habit. And if you keep at it, you can eventually get to that discipline area where you push yourself, but not too hard. My wife, Kay, like, she likes to push herself in the gym, but there's days that she knows that she can't. Because on leg day, she likes to push herself, but sometimes it's hard because she has pins and rods in her ankle. So she knows what she's capable of. And when it comes to working, or when it comes to sports, or when it comes to changing your lifestyle, it's you find that discipline, and you find the motivation will be there, but you have to get that discipline to get there. Welcome in, Val. Welcome in. You have to get that discipline, but you also have to have that motivation. Motivation is what we need to be inspired to make a change. Discipline in this context refers to training yourself to behave and work in a controlled and regular way, or essentially building healthy habits. Exactly. Hey, Mel, welcome in. Hey, the girl, welcome in. And, I have friends that are trying to do their own thing, and it's not going to take off all the time like some people have these overnight sensations. They'll put up a video and then they'll go viral. Good morning, the girl. Good morning, everybody. For instance, Val loves to crochet, and she wants to teach people, and she wants to turn that into something for herself. And it's going to take time, but she's going to get there because she is awesome at crocheting. She's doing something that I couldn't do because my hands won't let me. And it's going to take time, but she's going to get there. I know it. And to me, I am trying to discipline myself to do things as well, but I'm also trying to do time management. Motivation plus discipline will equal obtaining goals. Yes, you can have all the motivation in the world. You can. I've talked about doing a podcast for at least 2 years before I even got on TikTok, and I got approached by somebody who is giving me that opportunity and who is believing in me to give me that opportunity to do this, to show me that he has got my back and his community has got my back. I'm talking about my agency and one of the co-founders. His name is Kevin Emery. Exactly, Val. You know your limits. You know how far you can go, and you know how what you can do. And my hands, I have carpal tunnel, so I know what my hands can do. So yes, you know your limits, and you do what you can. I've had friends that got sick during the holidays with their own small business, and they had to take a step back because they knew when they were sick that they couldn't do the stuff they needed to do. And so they listened to themselves, but now they're back on the horse to motivate themselves to get things done. And they're disciplined enough because they've been having their businesses for so long that they know what they have to do, but they also knew that they had to get themselves better to get there. You wake up through the night and can't move my hand from stiffness. I've never had that problem, but I do. If I hold my hand up, like my arm up too long, my hands get sleepy, and yeah, that sucks. But whatever your motivation is, I mean, whether it's for your family, for your kids, for your loved ones, you're gonna have motivation. That is no doubt. You're going to have motivation to do things. But then you gotta find that discipline. You have to combine the two, because the discipline will help you with the motivation. I revert back to my other statement that it takes 21 days to learn or break a new habit. But there are people that want to learn, and I want to share the talent, fulfill others' wishes. Valerie, I understand that. But if you don't listen to how your hands are, you could wind up not being able to do this ever again. So you listen to your hands and your body. You listen to what your hands are telling you. The motivation and discipline to teach and help others learn is great, but you have to take care of yourself, make sure your hands are fine, so you can continue to do this as long as you want. Now, there is factors that you can't exactly account for, like hurting your hand at home, like dropping something on your hand or your foot or whatever it is. There's little things that you can't account for because life happens. I'm clumsy, so I know this, and I have motivation. There's a lot of things I would love to do, but some of it's unrealistic to me because I don't have that kind of, not support, but following yet. And to me, I am not in this for any sort of notoriety. I don't care. I'm not worried about that. I just want to help people know, it's okay to, to step back and check yourself once in a while. Okay, just clumsy for me is an understatement. All you gotta do is look at the way I walk and my foot in the well, Yeah, I can see that, the girl. I mean, I'm just glad that you're getting better and you're able to get back to your normal self slowly. Um, my wife just told me I didn't think about this, and that's why I love her so much. Is my mother-in-law? She she has Parkinson's, and she does she loves to crochet, and she uses videos um, to help others because she can't physically do it. And she finds, if I'm correct on this, she finds videos to show people to help them learn because she can't physically do it anymore. If I'm correct on that.
Right. Yes.
So, and she works for the public library, so she has resources that are free that she can send out to other people, and that's her way of helping people learn. Oh, thank you, Susie. It's cold out. I love that. I wish I had a real one because I'd put it on for you. Um, and I see people, they talk about using um thank you to girl. Yeah, she's much better now. She's when she found out she had it, before that she didn't know what was going on, but now that she has it, she's the Michael J. Fox Foundation and the medicine that they have been researching has helped her. So she is, she's not physically the greatest, but she's a lot better than she was before she knew what she had. That I do know. So I see people say, they find excuses because they're either A, they're not disciplined or motivated, or B, they just don't have the support system to help push them to where they need to be or want to be. Because sometimes you just need a swift kick or a swift talk. And this morning, I didn't even want to get up. And no matter what you would have did, no matter what anybody would have did, I wasn't going anywhere. It's rainy and it's cold. I wanted to stay in the bed. Period. Didn't get up till 6 a.m., which is, as y'all know, is not normal for me and Kay. But we needed it. We needed to let our bodies rest. Welcome in, Misties. L-I-T, yeah. We needed to let our bodies rest and recuperate because we do this. We disciplined ourselves to go to the gym, and we hi Shy, welcome in, darling. We discipline ourselves, and that's the way the body's telling you it's time to take care of me. Exactly, the girl. Exactly. I see these people go in the gym or go do something, and they're like they're balls to the wall, like all day, every day, and then 6 months they burn out, or within 3 months or a year they burn out. And I'm not talking about just exercise. I'm talking about anything that they do. They just, it's okay to go head on. It is okay to head on things. I get it, but you have to slow down once in a while. You have to look at yourself and say, okay, my energy. Hey Panda, where's the energy? Because I don't care what people say. There's no way somebody's gonna go 1 year straight, balls to the wall with their business, and not have a burnout mentally or physically, because it takes a toll on us. If we don't take a little time for ourselves every day. Exactly, Shy. You have to learn to reset and pace yourself. I agree. And you have to have enjoyment. That's the part. Exactly, the girl. You have to, and then you have to take, I say, at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes a day to yourself. Whether it's reading a few pages in a book, listening to some music, taking a brisk walk, or putting some pieces to a jigsaw puzzle together. Welcome in, Chels. Or doing some crossword puzzles, or some seek and find puzzles, or playing a game. Take at least 45 minutes to an hour a day for yourself. Now, I know it can be hard because people have kids. I get it. But if you can't take an hour, try 20 or 30 minutes to just, take yourself away. Because if not, you're going to have a burnout mentally and physically. Before I met Kay, For 5 years, especially the older you get, they tell you you need to try and keep your mind active and sharp to play. Exactly. I do. Kayla's playing mahjong. It helps keep her brain sharp because it helps her think. I love doing crossword puzzles, or jigsaw puzzles, or word searches, or trivia stuff because it helps my. It helps keep. It doesn't keep me 100% sharp, but it helps keep me thinking. That's my favorite game, and every neurologist I have recommended. Yeah, mahjong is awesome. I need to get to play it again. I need to download it on my phone. So back to what I was saying. Before I met Kay, for 5 years straight, I just held in like rage and all of this bad energy. I held it in, and I didn't talk about it to nobody. I didn't. I just let it build up and build up and build up and build up. And then I exploded on myself. I tried to harm myself because I was so angry at just everything. So now I try to take the day, at least a little bit of the day, every day, to myself, to woosah, to whatever phrase you want to use. I try to take in something for myself, and I try to make Kay do the same thing. You know, to take at least 30 minutes to herself, step away from the computer, or do something, or even read a topic, or read an article, or read something that brings her enjoyment or peace, because you have to reset. We tell our son that all the time, because he'll be at his computer and he'll get aggravated, and we tell him, dude, step back, because when you have the motivation and you have the discipline, you don't want to burn out. You don't want to have a burnout, because that's like physically or mentally or both is not going to be good. So welcome in, D. Coleman. So the burnout, and from the motivation and discipline, is real. I see it all the time. There's sometimes I don't see my friends at the gym because they go so much. Now I don't know if it's because of their life or whatever. And you can't build up your frustrations without telling them out, because that steals your joy. Yes, I don't do that anymore. I have been very fortunate to have my wife who will listen to me. If I have a frustrations, whether it's something she did, something my mom did, our son, or just random, I have her and I have other friends that I can talk about my frustrations, and they listen and don't judge. And I listen and I don't judge. And I love to have that, because sometimes I can get in my own head. Like yesterday, I was just in a blah mood. Now, maybe it was the weather, I don't know, but I got through it. And I motivate myself because I used to be 510 pounds. And when I got that big, I wasn't motivated to get healthy. I wasn't motivated to get healthy at all. And when I met my wife, I gained a bonus son. He was 12 when we met. That gave me the motivation to start disciplining myself to get healthier. I tried, before I had the weight loss surgery, I tried everything I knew, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I had to motivate myself and discipline myself, because I used to tell myself, oh, I can't quit drinking soda, or I can't stop using sugar. And getting healthy really means mind, body, and soul. Exactly. I deal with mental health illness, so I know, like, sometimes it stops me. So back to what I was saying, I was to tell myself I couldn't quit smoking cigarettes. I couldn't stop doing this, or I couldn't stop doing that. But here I am today. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore after 30 plus years. I still drink soda, but it's zero sugar soda, but I limit myself to one a day. And yeah, I used to make excuses all the time. I had the motivation, but I didn't have the discipline. I would start something and I wouldn't keep up with it. So when I learned that 21 days you can learn or break a new habit, it's all about sticking to it. Now, yes, are you going to get sidetracked through life? Yes, life is going to happen. I get it. Life is going to throw things at you that's unexpected. And when those things get in your way, you have to adapt to whatever's getting your way. You can't just stop what your goals are, what your motivation is, what your discipline is. You can't just stop on a dime. You may slow down a little bit. Welcome in, welcome in. You may slow down a little bit, but you can't stop. Because if you stop, you're gonna be mad at yourself even more. Like, for instance, I talk about when I got diagnosed with leukemia. I could have laid in bed for a month and a half or longer and be mad at the world and just ate my problems away. Live restricted for some audience that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Okay. I don't know what I said. So, TT, excuse me, I'm sorry, I apologize. It's not a flag, it's just, I don't know. So, I could have laid around and just ate my troubles away. But instead, I kept pushing. Because I didn't want to just, if I would have put on 20 pounds, I would have hated myself. I would have really been mad at myself if I would have put on weight because of a diagnosis. Now, I get it, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can push forward after a diagnosis like that. And I don't know if it would have been a different type of diagnosis, how I would have acted. But I felt fine, I still feel fine. I just had my recent blood work and everything looks pretty decent. Nothing's really off the wall concerning to me. But I'll go see my doctor on the day before my birthday. Next Friday. My birthday's on Saturday, so I'll see him on Friday. Yeah. And so, it all boils down to once you find the motivation to do what you want to do, then you got to get the discipline, because it's going to go tied hand in hand. 10 or 15 years ago, maybe even 20 years ago, y'all wasn't here to come out of my mouth. I was not even on this radar of this type of journey. It goes to show you that you can change your perspective. You can change the way you see things. Because if you change the way you see things, you're going to learn a different, you're going to see it from a different perspective. All my friends that I've gained on here, they're not all here all the time. They're not. Life happens. Do I get upset if they don't make any of my lives? No, I don't. I don't get upset. Do I get aggravated if somebody doesn't send me a heart meal or a bracelet or a gift? No, I do not. My motivation and my discipline is to do this to help other people. That is my motivation. The girl, and that's what I've been the most about my husband. We were together 51 years, married 49. Yes, not everybody, the girl, can have that support system. I'm thankful that I have one, because she truly does help keep me. And he suddenly passed away. They found him in his work. Oh man, that's just, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, the girl. Yes, Susie. Yes, you can definitely help those who want to be helped, and you can even, well, you can't help the ones that don't want to be helped. Not now. So now I'm on a completely different journey. Yes, and you got friends here that's always here to listen. I mean, when you're in Cat's Live, you have her rolling on the floor laughing, and I love that. So it is getting close to me wrapping up this episode. Eventually, I will be going longer, but before I go, anybody that's listening that wants to be a guest, reach out to me. Anybody that wants me to talk about a topic, you can reach out to me through my email and just let me know if there's a topic you would like me to discuss, or if you want to be a guest one day to discuss anything that that's going on in your life, your business, your journey, anything that you've been through, that you feel that you want to put your story out there, and things like that. And so this has been Mind Over Mystery Podcast. Thank you all for listening. I really truly appreciate y'all. and I appreciate you, the girl, because you're just fun to talk to. I mean, when I'm watching you in Cats Live, you can get her going. Her and Kate, like, you get them bantering and it's fun to watch. Not mad, just joking with each other. So I am going to